Hello and welcome back to Notebook. Today we will start with the chapter The Story of Village Palampur. The purpose of the chapter is to help us understand the basic concept of production in economics. Now, what is production? Breaking down the word, we get produce. How to produce, what to produce, why to produce. Let's answer these questions one after one. Production is the process by which tangible inputs like raw materials and semi-finished goods along with intangible inputs like knowledge and ideas are transformed into output, that is goods and services meant for the purpose of consumption. Moving on to our story, the village of Palampur. Palampur is an imaginary village where about 450 families live. The people of the village are primarily involved in farming along with some non-farming activities like small-scale manufacturing, dairy and transport in a limited manner. These production activities require inputs like natural resources, human effort, capital, etc. For instance, farming requires land, a natural resource, human effort given by the farmer, and capital like tractors and other farming machinery. These inputs combined will give us a final output for consumption. Palampur is well linked with neighboring towns and villages. It is connected to a big village called Raiganj and a small town Shahpur via an all-weather road. Different kinds of transport like jeeps, tractors, bullock carts, tongas and bogies are used for transportation of both goods like jaggery and other types of farm produce. Of the 450 families, 80 families belong to the upper castes. They live in big houses made up of bricks. Their houses have cement plastering. These families own the majority of the land in the village. People from the scheduled caste category make up 1/3 of the entire village population. They live in small houses made up of straw and mud in the village corner. There is electric connection in most of the houses. Various small businesses and tube wells in the village farms are powered by electricity. There are 2 primary schools in the village and 1 high school. There is a private dispensary along with the government-funded health center in the village. Palampur can be thought of a typical Indian village with a fairly developed road network, electricity, irrigation, education and healthcare facilities where people are mostly involved in farm activities along with a few non-farm activities on a limited scale. With the help of this story, we will learn about the basic concepts of production one after the other. We start with the organization of production. Production involves the transformation of tangible inputs along with the intangible inputs into output meant for the purpose of consumption. These inputs can be categorized into 4 elements which are called the factors of production. The first factor of production is land. This also includes other natural resources like forests, water, oil, natural gases, etc. The second requirement is labor. Labor is the physical, mental and social work done by people to carry out the production activity. Skilled labor is required for technical tasks while unskilled labor is mostly required for more manual, non-technical work. The third factor of production is physical capital. Physical capital includes inputs like machinery, buildings, tools, money, etc. used in the production process. This is further divided into 2 parts. Fixed capital, buildings, tools, machinery, computers, etc. that are needed to start the production activity are called fixed capital. They have a long-time existence and serve long-term needs. In the story of Palampur, the tractor can be considered a fixed capital. The other type is called working capital, which includes raw materials required for everyday activities and money in hand needed for daily expenditures. In Palampur, fertilizer and manure needed for daily farming activity can be considered working capital as they are required frequently. The final factor of production is human capital. As the name suggests, it is the human knowledge and expertise, the intangible input required to put all the raw materials, capital and other natural resources together to produce final output. Investment in human capital yields a return similar to physical capital, if not more. Investment in people generates a larger pool of manpower who can speed up the growth of a country. They can also earn foreign currency for a country if they go abroad to work. Production activity is a combination of all the 4 factors of production we discussed. Let us now learn about them in detail in our next video. Till then, bye.